my Jorin's bumhole. It's me, Bimbling Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the free peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Awesome. Right. Let's start picking up some quests. We'll start with Fosco. The fate of Prunella Boffin.
Might I speak with you a moment?
My Aunt Prunella is as reputable a lady as you could hope to meet, but I'm worried she might have done something a little reckless and could now be in terrible trouble. She'd been listening to that tunnelly lass, and before you could say goblins in the Shire, she'd gone off to see the creatures for herself. I just don't know what I'd do if me dear old aunt actually finds goblins. Could you go look for her? Rumour has it that there are goblins in the northwest of Greenfields. Aunt Prunella had a pretty umbrella that she carried everywhere, even on sunny days, so if you see a goblin with an umbrella, well, worry not, Fosco. We're on the job. Anybody else? Well, we've got Wilcom. We've got to deliver his lunch, haven't we? Amongst other things. My grandson's lunch.
Just a moment.
Ah, so she taught you into delivering me lunch, did she? That gammer of mine is a resourceful one. It's good she sent you up here, though, even if it was for something as small as bringing me lunch. There's been a lot of trouble lately in these parts. Is that right, Wilcom? Tell me about it. Lobelia Sackville Baggins has heard tell of goblins out in these parts. There have been a few sightings, it's true. My sister is convinced that she saw. Well, it's a bit embarrassing. I suppose I could trust you, though. Of course you can.
Might I have a word with you?
My sister Pansy is a good sort, but she can be rather excitable. When she gets an idea in her head, it stays there, no matter how silly it might be, and before you know it, she's convinced half the Shire that it's true. She saw something out on the green fields the other day, and she thinks, well, maybe you'd better talk to her about it. Folk have seen goblins on the edges of the Shire, but this... Try and talk some sense into her for you, will you? You'll find her wandering around the town square here in Scary, stirring up folk, I shouldn't wonder. And Lily Proudfoot has a quest for us.
Please, stay a moment.
The workers in the quarry broke through into an hidden chamber and released a swarm of spiders. I've never seen such monstrous creatures, and the beasts have taken over the old quarry. I'm worried that the spiders might come out of the quarry and start spinning the webs in Scary itself. If there's anything you can do to remove the spiders from the quarry, it'd be a great help. I don't want my home to become a spider's web. How would I get to the market? Indeed. Remain calm, lady. We shall deal with it shortly. Till then, I've got other quests to pick up. Here she is, Pansy Tunnelly.
Hello.
Hello there. There's been something terrible happening in the Shire, and you need to do something about it before it's too late. I was walking on the green fields looking for flowers when I saw a squat little man off in the distance. He was carrying a spear, and believe me when I tell you that he was a goblin. All of a sudden, he dropped to the ground, and it looked to me like he was reaching into an hole of some kind. Rabbit hole, most likely. I was so scared, I ran back here and told my brother what I saw, but I don't think he believed me. The Greenfields are out northwest of here. Maybe you ought to go and look in those rabbit holes yourself. Don't know what it was looking for, but it can't be good for the Shire. Alright, Pansy, we believe you. Okay, I think... Priska Underhill. Ooh, let's go and have a chat with her. She's down here. Priska, there you are. Good day, madam.
Please, stay a moment.
I don't know what's going on with all the animals in the Shire lately, But here in Scary, we've been having more than our fair share of troubles. There's always been bats roosting in dark places throughout the Shire, but Hobbits know better than to go near them. Something has stirred up the bats though, and they've begun coming out during the daytime. They've even started attacking folk on the outskirts of town. We can't have that, Bimblin. We can't have that at all. If you see any of the nasty creatures, I'd appreciate it if you could put an end to them. You'll find them especially to the south, in and around the Marish. I just wonder what's caused them to start attacking like this. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, I think that's everybody here. So let's start solving some problems. Do it by killing these bats, because I don't like them either. Right, so come up here. And there's millions of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag a few. It'll just save us some time. Dismount. That's right. All come a popper. And you get the area of attack. Effect attack. Got more than one. Yeah, oh, it's counting up now. Ooh. We critically hit enemies with Blade Wall and we got it. Woo! There we go. How many? We got more than 4. 5. Just checking how many we need. I think we got 5, right. So we need 3 more. 1. 2. 3. And you see what they're doing? They do that sort of sonic attack. It's a sonic attack on our district. Follow these rules. If you are making love, it is imperative that all bodies are brought to orgasm simultaneously. Do not panic. Kudos for anybody who knows what I was going on about there. Yes, they have a sonic attack. And they can knock you off your horse. But it's very important to remember that sonic attack when you're carrying the postal package. Because if they hit you with that and you get stunned, then you will drop the package. So that's why I went to great lengths to try and avoid them when I was dropping off the post quest in the previous episode. So that's something to bear in mind. So we've done that. We'll just go and give this quickly back to, what's her name, Priska, or whatever she's called, Priska. Get it out of the way.
Just a moment.
Thank you very much for your help, Bimblin. I don't know what it is that has driven these bats out of their caves, but whatever it is, it's not welcome here. The sooner it leaves, the better. Maybe it's already gone, and it's just a matter of time before the bats quiet down again. I hope so. There we go. So we've done that. Right, the rest. Ampronella's umbrella, that'll be a while before we find that. So we've got to search the rabbit hole. But we'll do spiders in the quarry. So we go down here. We'll be visiting the quarry a couple of times. So don't worry about it. It's not something we can really, you know, make efficient. So we only go down here once. It's just the nature of the beast. We're going to have to go down here a couple of times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a few of these and kill them all. What I have noticed is that bloody, what is it, the shadowy wraith doesn't appear to be turning up as much. So, and we're level 20 now, so even if he does, we've already got our undying thing. Oh, so quite a few of these class deeds are coming up now. You know, where we're using our special abilities and stuff. So, which is good. It's okay. Yeah, here's another one. Deep strikes. Yeah, so we'll just kill a few of these. Just see where I'm up to after this. So we've killed 6 greenfield biters. We'll kill another few here. Finish this off, and then we'll see what's in that cocoon. another one up there. We'll have it. We may as well. Let's let somebody else have it. So, it's just crappy loot mostly, but it's a crappy loot we want. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I got it. Fortunately, it was coming over the fence. I think we've got all the biters now. We do need tree weavers and a queen. So that's why I'm following these idiots. And yes, they're both coming. Look at that. And we're already on Spider Slayer Advanced. Spider Slayer for the Shire. That. So cool. And as you may have guessed, this is the place where to do your Slayer deed. There's a lot more spiders here, but saying that, the other place, you know, where we freed the walking tree, that's good as well. There's plenty of spiders there as well, but the quarry in Scary is the place that has the most spiders, and probably be the easiest place for you to complete the Slayer deed. Okay. Oh, need to kill another queen and some more tree weavers. So let's not leave yet. See if there's any down here. Bottom of the quarry. No, unfortunately, but there is a rich copper deposit. There's a tree weaver. Let's dismount. Right, we need 2 more. Okay, it looks like we'll have to go in the cave. We'll have to go in the cave at some point anyway, but it's a bit of a pain. Going in and out. Try and avoid it if you have to. If I can. Seems more for the idea of, you know, I wanted to show it you later. Needs must. Because we need one of these queens. This will drag a few other spiders with it. Hopefully a couple of tree weavers. Yes! So we've managed to do that. It's cool. Yes, we'll be coming back this way. For the time being, we're fine. Go up, turn this quest in. To Lily Proudfoot. Be able to get past that one because he's green. We might as well kill him straight away. Going towards our advanced Spider Slayer deed. Up we get. Time to report our success.
Just a moment.
Thank you, Goblin. The spiders are showing no sign of leaving, but your efforts in the quarry surely won't hurt either. Still, I wonder if I should move to Budgeford. I've always gotten along well with the Bulgars. Better than I have with the spiders at any rate. Oh, there we go. I think we've got quite a few of these Mathams now. So, yeah, 4. So just right-click them and you get the reputation. So the Shire's quite good for getting reputation because they give these Mathams out. What have we got to do? Search the rabbit hole. I think this is pretty much it for Scary. I recall correctly. We'll be coming back this way. Oh, when we start doing... I know I'm not doing crafting actually on screen, but we've actually started getting journeyman resources in the green fields, like barrow iron here. And we'll also start finding ash branches. And those are the resources that you use as for being a journeyman. Also, if we pick up any artifacts, they'll probably be journeyman artifacts. We want a rabbit hole. We're not going to find a rabbit hole in Brocken Borings. So what we're looking for is a rabbit hole. Right, just going to leave that bare for the moment. Look at that rabbit hole in a barrow iron deposit. Let's do it. Investigate the rabbit hole. We found a pointy rock. Reminds me of the life of Brian. You know when they run into that old bloke's like flat. It's like that. We found a spoon. Well done. Carry on. Well, we found a pointy rock. Let's get back. Tasks. I've done all my housekeeping and everything, so I've handed the tasks in and all that sort of palaver. Sold all my rubbish. Put things on the auction house that need to go on the auction house, all that sort of stuff has been done. Right, Pansy.
Hello.
You found this inside a rabbit hole in the green fields. This is a goblin tooth. This confirms my suspicions, Bimblin. It was a goblin I saw the other day, and not just any goblin, but old Goldfimble himself. You haven't put it together yet, Bounder. A long, long time ago, the Goblin King, Goldfimble, tried to invade the Shire, but he was defeated by Banderbrass Tuck, the mighty bull roarer. In one swing, bull roarer knocked off Goldfimble's head, and it went flying through the air and landed in a rabbit hole. Goldfimble is back, and he's searching all the rabbit holes in the green fields for his missing head. This is terrible! You'd best bring this goblin tooth to Bounder Primstone at the watch office in Brocken Borings, to the west of Scary. Hurry, Bimblin, hurry! Yes, she's a... She was right, but her brother Wilcom was also right. She is a bit excitable. Okay, so now we will go to Brocken Borings. In fact, because we're going to Brocken Borings, let's take the package and I'll show you what to do. Right, so we pick it up, we hop across here, go up to top at Thill. Right, we're just going to stay off to one side because there's a nosy hobbit on our left that we want to avoid. So we're going to do that. Quickly going to get to the road. But we're going to have to be careful here. This is a tricky one. So I think it's just up here. So we should be okay on this side of this little ridge. Brocken Borings is essentially right below us. Now, here's the local. This is the pub. The Plough and Stars. And right in front of us is the postmaster. So just checking. There's no... Should be fine. That's a hungry hobbit, not a nosy hobbit, and we got it to Postman Moresby. Just like that. Absolutely fabulous. And you'll notice that he's got no mission for us. So we've done all of the post quests. But we have to go all the way back to Mickle Delvin to speak with the postmaster. Yeah. So That's why nothing sort of flashed up. This is the watch office. We're going to go in there in a minute to speak to Bounder Primstone, but we've got a few things to do first. One is, yes, it's a stable.
Is there something I can do for you?
So we can now get here using a swift horse, and we've got a few people to get quests from.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Have you heard rumours yet? Friends of mine are saying that Pansy Tunnelly down at Scary saw a goblin on the green fields, and that there are sure to be more of them creeping into the Shire. This is terrible news. The grazing on green fields is better than anywhere else, and I bring me sheep out there every day. What will I do if the goblins surprise me out there? I've heard some goblins are particularly skilled with spears. I could be a pincushion before I even saw them. You'd be putting my mind at ease if you could make sure there are none of those spear-throwing goblins in the North Greenfields, Bimblin. It would feel a lot better if I knew there were really no goblins out there at all. We'll do that for you, Ponto. And... oh, yeah, that's Bounder Primstone. Going back to him. First of all, might as well get on the horse. Get on your horse. Drink your milk. Come on. Just show you a couple of things. There's Banderbrass with his club. And that's Golfimble. Well, his head. So there you go. All of this mentioned in like The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. So nice that they've made a little statue, a carving out of an old tree stump. Let's talk to Bodo.
Could I take a moment of your time?
There have always been bears on the green fields, but recently something has made them angry. They've begun attacking shepherds and sheep alike, and I don't know how long it'll be before someone is seriously hurt. If you can discourage the bears from the green fields, it will be much safer for those of us whose work takes us north of Brockenborings, and also for those of us who just like a pleasant walk in the sunshine. Would you be of a mind to help? I'm sure it'd be much appreciated. We'll help you out, mate. Another thing is this hobbit lamp. So we'll examine it. All this is as we journey throughout the Middle Earth, there are like it's like ages ago when we were in Eridluin, we found that marker in Thorin's Hall, and you could find all dwarf markings throughout Middle Earth. This is the Hobbit version. So there are four of these lampposts that you can find. So may as well take it on. We'll keep our eyes open for them. So last thing we've got to do is we've got to go up to Thale House. Because it is an ale house, it's not a bloody tavern. Go in. A tavern keep! Urgh. Right, Halson. Halson Tubwart. Awesome.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Be welcome to the Plough and Stars. Stay a while and put your feet up. Try our famous woolly-footed stout. Good, ain't it? But let me tell you, I have a brewing problem you might be able to help me with. The 4 Farthings brewing moot is coming up, and I want to make some of my best woolly-foot stout for the judging. But you see, I need my secret ingredient. I use powdered Egyptian to take the bitter edge off the brew. Usually, I order it from the quarry in Scary, not far to the east of here, but it hasn't shown up. Can you please go to Scary and find out from old Wilcombe Tunnelly what happened to it? Much obliged to you. We'll do that, mate. So, come out of here. We've just got to see Bounder Primstone. And we'll go down here. Round the corner. It's in here. Let's dismount. And in we go. Now, in our series of idiots in the Shire, we've already met one who's Adelard Tuck. Remember him with the squirrel in his library? Well, we've got another one here, and his name is Bounder Primstone. Watch and do not do what he does. Do not be like Bounder Primstone. The man's a moron.
How do you do?
Why are you giving me this pointy stone? What? A goblin tooth? Is this a joke? Pansy Tunnelly thinks that Golfimble is wandering round the green fields, reaching into rabbit holes in search of his missing head. You think she would have mentioned whether the goblin she saw on the green fields didn't have a head to begin with, wouldn't you? Seems like a rather important detail. No, I'm sure her eyes were just playing trick on her. Golfimble is long dead, and we've no business upsetting people with talk that he's come back. Oh, he's giving us something. I think it's the boots that cost the most.
Please, stay a moment.
We've been under a lot of pressure lately from folk in Brockenborins and the nearby villages complaining that Mayor Whitfoot hasn't done enough to deal with the problems in the Shire. Maybe we should make absolutely sure that Miss Tunnelly's goblin is a figment of her imagination. There's a hunter of some kind who camps out on the green fields. His name's Hal Ross, and for one of the big folk, he seems to be a decent enough fella. Show him that pointy stone of yours and ask him what he makes of it. To find his camp, follow the wall east out of Brockenborins. Then, when it leaves the road, head off the path and follow the wall to a copse of trees. He might know what that stone really is. Right. So it sounds quite normal, doesn't it, to begin with? You know, sensible. Well, that's not going to last, viewers. That is not going to last. Okay. But for the moment, he's doing a good job of appearing halfway sensible. Right, we're going to visit Wilcombe first. You know, about the gypsum. Then we'll go to Hal Ross. You'll see why when we visit Wilcombe. Why we're doing it this way round. It's just to save a little bit of time. So, go past the hungry hobbit, the nosy hobbit. Ah, I gave you the slip, didn't I? Right. Wilcombe,
Just a moment.
you've come from Alson. It's a sad story I have to tell, so just as well it's to you. I sent one of my men up to the old plough with a cart to take the gypsum up for Halson and bring a few kegs back here, but he came back in a panic. Seems he was waylaid by goblins just as he was almost at Brockenborins. To think, goblins in the Shire. He had to leave the cart behind and he barely escaped. I told one of the bounders here, but they haven't done anything yet. Maybe if you can find those goblins up around Brockenborins way, you might find the cart carrying the gypsum too. My man says the goblins seem to be coming from the north. For what that... For what that's worth. Well, a bit of trouble, eh? A bit of a tongue twister. Okay, so that's why we went to see him first. Because he's going to send us the same direction. Now, goblins attacked a cart. And Bounder Primstone's like, there's no goblins in Shire, you know. Where Wilcombe there specifically stated that he'd spoke to the Bounders. These are the idiots we're dealing with. And this is why it's a good job that Bimblin is bringing up the average intelligence of the Bounders. Right, there's Hal Ross. And also some ash branches. We'll have those. Okay, dismount, have a chat with Hal Ross. He's a ranger.
How can I be of service?
What is this? A goblin tooth? It is a pleasure to meet you, Bimblin, but I must confess that I have already come across goblins in the Shire, as you can see. This was just... Oh, yes, we're standing on a load of dead goblins. This was just a scouting party, but there is sure to be a larger camp of the creatures somewhere nearby. We must deal with this threat before the goblins rally their courage to attack the nearby towns.
What do you need?
While I am not from the Shire, my kindred has sworn to defend its folk against all threats. I am what the folk of the Bree would call a ranger. If you will aid me in my task, you will have my gratitude, Bimblin. The Goblin encampment must be somewhere to the north, but I have not yet had an opportunity to track these goblins. We should each set out in opposite directions and search the north green fields. If you find the encampment, thin their numbers as much as you can, then return here to my camp. I will do the same. We'll do that, mate. Oh, something's popped up. New mail. Yay, I've sold me rowan wood. 20 logs, and I got 332 silver for it. Awesome. That's what we like. Money, money, money. Okay, right. Now we've got to kill bears, spear-wielding goblins, collect the gypsum, and just any old goblins. So may as well get off my horse. Kill some wolves while we're at it as well. Aha! There's some bears. And there's some barrow iron. We love it. And the combat music comes on. The combat bagpipes. Yeah, that's it. You just stand there and roar at me, and I'll put about 20 arrows in you. That seems like a good plan. Come. Ooh, I think this is another class deed. So I should start working on those a bit more, but I'll do it when it can make the combat a bit longer, because some of them aren't very good. So I'll probably do those, you know, when off camera, when I finish the deeds off. Do it that way. There you go. You there. Far too aggressive. Need to be cool. There's another one. Die. Defeated bears. And we've got, yes, all these are coming in now. You know, these class deeds. So that's just all that they are. I don't really take much notice of the class deeds and stuff. I should do, but as I've mentioned, this is a very casual playthrough. I play this game because I just enjoy it, as you may have noticed. I make up silly voices, do a bit of roleplay, stuff like that. So if you're watching this video to get, I know some tips and tricks, you know, but if you're here on how to play Lotro like a Meister, then no, you're not going to get it from me. I use suboptimal rotations and all sorts of stuff. So yes, you'd be better off on, going to another channel for all that sort of thing. But I will do what I can to let you know what you should be doing. But I don't guarantee it. Just having fun, man. It's just brilliant though, isn't it? Just running around the green fields. Right, we'll kill the rest of those bears on the way back. What we're going to do is, I've come this way, so I've stayed sort of on the right hand side of the green fields. Stayed on the right hand side of the green fields. Oh, we've got the Goblin Slayer deed. Don't worry about the Goblin Slayer deed. You'll do it about 15 times over. I don't need to show you where to do it, because there's just so many goblins on the green fields. You'll do it easy. And the actual quests will make sure they do it easy. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so bear to the right on the green fields. This is the actual first camp that we want to go through. And in fact, I'm just going to kill this guy. And I'll give you another tip. Another tip is just to go to this pond up here with the sheep and Mungo. Of Mary, Mungo and Midge. We'll chat with him.
Stay a moment.
You've come at just the right time, neighbour. The goblins in that camp over there have stolen me prize. Shut up, sheep. I'm doing a video. And if you don't do something, they'll roast her over a spit. I have other sheep, but she's the pick of the lot and wins prizes at the Brockenborings Wool Festival year after year. You've got to rescue her. You've got to go inside the goblin camp over there and escort her out. She won't be able to leave on her own. She's just a sheep. She'll need you to guard her on her way out, so stay sharp. You might want to bring some friends along. I don't think these goblins care too much about what they eat. Right, we'll do that. Cheer up, sheep. Sounds like the sheep are really upset about the prize you as well. So, we'll do the decent thing. We'll also be able to kill that black bear there. He's just asking for it. Come on. Right, we only need 2 more. There's one here as we go back towards the goblin camp. Yeah, so this just means we can do it. We can do the sheep quest at the same time as the other stuff. We only need 1 more bear now. We'll probably get that on the way back. Right, into the encampment. Scragdells. Yeah. The spear-wielding goblin, who also counts as a normal goblin. You may as well kill all of these. There's the gypsum. You may as well kill all of these on the way in. It does help to the Slayer deed. And it'll make it easier on the way out when you've got the sheep with you. So I'll come round this side of the big tree. Let's use the old challenge. It's Lobelia. I'll get you, Dorothy. You and your little Toto-doo. You. Die. Let's clobber him. It's clobbering time. Right, so the sheep is up here. Yes, that shadowy wraith hasn't been turning up, so perhaps it's just, you know, a seasonal thing. And I'm all for it, because he was a pain. Or perhaps he doesn't turn up when you get to level 20, I don't know. But we haven't seen him for a bit, have we? Not valid target. Sometimes the line of sight on this game's a little weird. Sometimes you get, you know, an enemy stood right behind something and you can hit it. Other times, you know, it seems to be completely out in the open and it'll say that you're bloody, you're out of line of sight. But it doesn't happen often. Right, here's the stolen sheep. The ewe stolen from Mungo Burrows looks at you vacantly and appears to decide that now is the time to leave the goblin camp. Sensible decision. Let's go. I'm just going a bit ahead because obviously we're going to get goblins are going to spawning, and even as I say it. Three at once. Take that. Right, it comes round this side of the tree, which is why I killed all the guys are here. Shut up! Try to escape, but try to be stealthy. You making a racket? I think a few more spawning in a bit. Ooh, you! Leave that sheep alone! You alright, Petal? Oh, here we go. Time for... Yes. A few war cries. Slobbering time. Wah! Right, I believe a few followers out, which is why I'm walking backwards. There they are, look at these. Now, we've already done Goblin Slayer. So I told you, it's just easy. We're on Goblin Slayer Advanced already. She's alright.
Just a moment.
Thank you ever so much, Bimblin. I'll dedicate her next win at the Brockenborings Wool Festival to you, my reliable friend. Take these coins for your trouble, and take me thanks as well. So we get all those, I think. Thank you, Mungo. Just get rid of these. I could just press the crosses, like here at the side, but I never do. Don't know why. It's just the way I roll, man. Get that. We're looking for. We need one more bear. So we'll get one more bear. And I think we'll call it an episode. I'm not worrying too much. I've had a think. I'm not worrying too much about the length of the episodes. I'm just going to stop when it feels right. I was worrying a bit too much, like, oh, it's over 30 minutes and this one's been an hour and all this sort of crap. I just stop when it feels right. Seems the way to do it. So we'll turn in these quests. And we should be ready for the main quest. There's a bigger goblin camp that we're going to have to go to. So turn these in. Oh, talk to Halros first, because I think he's going to send us back to Bounder Primstone. Did you go looking in the other direction? I don't think so. I think you just stayed here.
How can I be of service?
You have returned, Bimblin, and not a moment too soon. I'm afraid to say that the goblin presence is much greater than I expected. There are already 2 camps of the creatures in the green fields. The goblins are led by a chieftain, as you might expect, but I have come across something unusual. There are whispers that the chieftain reports to someone else. I have not learned the identity of this mysterious figure, but he does not seem to be a goblin, which troubles me. It's Scott Green! So, we'll finish now. Do we get both of these? I think I do.
How can I be of service?
Woohoo! 2 goblin encampments. I cannot understand what would bring goblins to the Shire after so long and in such numbers. Bounder Primstone must be warned of the grave threat these goblins pose. Go to the watch house in Brockenborings and give him these tidings. Just head back along the wall and to the west. His town will be the first to fall if the goblins attack, so he deserves as much warning as we have to give. Warn him to be wary, however. Not to wag his tongue too much. It would do more harm than good to panic these people. Very good, Halvers. I'm on it. I'm on it like a car bonnet. So, Ponto, Bodo, Gypsum. Yes, they're all in Brocken Borings, so we'll just finish these off. I think first of all, after all that work, we deserve a pint, don't you? So, Bodo's
Hello
on the
there.
way. You have braved the claws of angry bears. Many thanks to you, Bimblin. I will tell me friends... Oh, hang on. He's forgot where he's from. I'll tell me friends here in Brocken Borings that as soon as they will soon be able to walk the green fields again without fear of bears. Take his axe. Right, now booze. Uphill. Uphill. This is what's it, Paulie. The Borax Fifth Symphony. You were a grand baker. Right. Ivo, pie. So we'll be meeting Ivo again. Right, Halson. Booze.
How do you do?
Oh, you had to fight goblins for this gypsum? That's above and beyond the call, my friend. You deserve some of my beer on the house for that. So we've got some Woollyfoot Stout. And we're now a brewmaster, because we've helped out every innkeeper in the Shire, apart from the Ivy Bush, who for some reason, the Ivy Bush aren't in the brewing competition. But all the other pubs are. So we've helped them all out. So we got some a title and some other rewards for that, which is excellent. Now, this is the stuff. Woolly-footed Stout is the stuff. Where is it? Here it is. Are you ready? Watch the screen. Oh, it's only quite merry. Oh, it must be. Well, that's odd. When I did it with me Hobbit, it was absolutely hammered after having that Woollyfoot Stout. Whereas with Bimblin, he seemed to react more to the one in stock. Ah, well. Perhaps he can just handle his ale better. Yeah, when I brought me Hobbit Guardian here, he was absolutely off his head after he drank that. So, Ponto. Why does it not let me speak to him?
Just
Here
a
we go.
moment.
It's safe. Are you sure? Nothing to worry about. Oh, that's such a relief. Thank you. Thank you. We'll take his feet. Don't think it's his actual feet. But we'll take them anyway. And we'll finish up with the second most stupid man in the Shire. Bounder Primstone.
Hello there.
Two camps of goblins. Things are going from bad to worse, Bimblin. I was much happier when I thought Pansy Tunley was just seeing things again. What is happening to the peace and quiet of the Shire these days? You better go to Scary down the road east of here and find out from Wilcombe Tunnelly what's going on at that quarry. I don't like the stories I'm hearing about this skull they found out there. They found a skull. I'm sure the rumours will just add to Pansy's. Alright. Okay. So, I'll finish it off in Scary. Finish it off just before we talk to Wilcombe. And we'll be ready to go next time. Up we go. So yes, we're coming to the end of the Shire now. We've got a few bits and bobs that we'll have to do. Maybe a slight clear up episode, because we've got to sort out Lobelia's fireworks. But we're getting there. I'll do what I did in Erid Luin, sort of set it up that the prologue quests, I do those as the finale. I think that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Right, so we'll have a chat to Wilcom next time. Yeah, let's give Bimblin a backdrop. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will join me in the next episode. But until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo.